And Chris is going to wait for a better spot. Doesn't want to play this hand three-handed.
King Queen versus King 7. Here's the flop.
The flop is Jack 10-7.
Gives an open-ended straight draw to Mr. Brooklyn, but a pair of sevens for Quito.
Eugene checks the open-ended straight draw.
Check.
And Quito checks the 2 sevens right behind him.
Turn card coming up. It's a 4 of hearts.
Now this gives Eugene a flush draw as well as an open-end straight draw. He's going to make what we call a semi-bluff here. Has a nice hand to draw to, even if he gets called.
54 grand into Quito. Now what does Quito do? He got only a pair of sevens. You're the chip leader. Can you make this call?
Well, he is going to make it.
Nicely done, staying involved here. Eugene Todd would love this last card to hit him.
Off to the river we go. Well, the board pairs jacks.
Did not help him.
2 jacks, 10, 7, 4.
Action is going to be on Eugene.
Oh, what to do now, Mr. Brooklyn?
Well, because of the WPT cam, we can see the only way he could win this pot is to bet at it and not get called.
Well, he looks like he's going to go for some chips here. He's going to continue this baloney. And yes, he bets $80,000 into Quito.
Well, it's more or less a post-Oak Bluff, sort of a smallish bet. Remember, there was $210,000 in the pot when he bet this $80,000. But still,
Quito with just a pair of sevens. A lot of things can beat you.
tough call to make here. Normally, when you're at the table, you give amateurs a credit for having a hand when they bet at you. You just don't think they bluff very often. That's why this makes this call even that much more difficult to make.
Eugene Todd holding his breath, literally. He's got to sweat this out. Oh, boy, he's made a great call.
What a call this is by Quito Fam.
Got nothing.
Oh, boy, he shakes down Mr. Brooklyn.
King 7.
Yep.
Just a nice call.
Nice one, buddy. I missed.
Did not work out for Mr. Brooklyn.
So that is a great read by a top professional player right there to make that call with 2 sevens.
I think I'm one of the best players out there. But Asian culture think poker player are bad. So I cannot say I'm a professional poker player, but I'm one of the best out there.
And you got to be impressed with the poker instincts that Quito Fam showed that last pot. Made that tough call with the 2 sevens to take it down.
Quito Fam still our chip leader with $2.2 million. The short stack at this point. Eugene Todd, Mr. Brooklyn with $589. Action now belongs to Chris Bell. Looks down at 5-3. He lets that one go into Gavin once again.
Well, Gavin now picks up the Queen 10 of spade. He's going to raise with it.
Makes it $65,000. On to Quito Fam, who's got a nice suited connector. 9-8 of clubs.
It's the kind of hand Quito likes to see a flop with. So he's going to call the bet here.
Now Ted Forrest, just an awful 7 deuce, gets out of the way. Eugene with 10-6, not going to play, so two-way action.
Gavin with the Queen 10 of spade. Quito with the 9-8 of clubs. Here comes the flop. And the flop is Jack, Jack, deuce with 2 spades.
Yeah, that gives 4 flush to Gavin, but he quickly checks it. Let's see if Quito gets fancy here. Nothing materializing for him on the flop.
And the question is, does he want to try to take a stab at it and steal the pot here? Is he hoping that Gavin has something like ace-8 or ace-5 and might lay it down if he bets?
Well, he's going to try it. He's betting $150,000. Right over the top. Gavin says he's all in.
Doesn't even hesitate with the flush draw. He just moves all in.
Oh. And Quito quickly folding his hand. It's going to work.
Well, Gavin all of a sudden letting his presence be known here at this table. Vince, there's a saying in poker that we can apply to Gavin right now, and that is, now you're playing the game, my friend.
Yes, he is. He takes the mustard off the corn dog. Gavin Smith
The best poker on the Vegas Strip continues at the Mirage right after this.
Gavin Smith, I have fun playing with him. He is a funny guy.
I don't know, every time I get water, they always bring you wet water, right? So I dry the bottle off, and whenever you use a napkin and get it a little bit wet, it just seems to cramp up so nice that every time I do that, I just pick a different person to throw it at.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. You're watching the Mirage Poker Showdown.
Well, 317 players started. We are down to 5. Winner's going to take home close to $1.2 million here at the Mirage. Action back on Keto Fam. This time he's got ace-7 of spades. Nice starting hand, especially 5-handed, and there he goes. He's going to raise it up to 70,000.
Ted Forrest looks down at Jack-9. Opts to fold.
Eugene Todd, Mr. Brooklyn with King-5 of diamonds.
Damn, that Keto boy.
No, doesn't want to invest.
Chris folds his hand. Ooh, look at this. Now, Gavin Smith has picked up 2 queens in the big blind here, Vince.
Oh, yeah, he's got a double chickies.
He's just calling here, Vince. Looks like he's trying to camouflage the strength of his hand.
He is. He's going to slow play it, try to trap Keto.
Right. Most players would re-raise with 2 queens in this spot. Gavin opts to just call.
Here's the flop, King 8-5. It's a little scary there for Gavin. He checks it.
Have 2 queens. You hate to see overcards come out there.
Nothing hitting there for Keto, but
Remember, Keto just has the ace high here. But he's going to bet right now.
going to bet $80,000 with absolutely nothing. Back on the queens. Gavin Smith. Checking out his guy. Makes a smooth call.
Well, nice call by Gavin here.
Here comes the turn card.
Well, the 3 of diamonds comes off.
Helps neither player. Gavin checks it.
Now, Vince, if you're sitting in Keto's seat right now, Gavin hasn't raised before the flop. He didn't bet on the flop. He just checked, called. Now he's checked again. You're probably thinking the guy's got some kind of straight draw or flush draw here.
Gavin's got to be kicking himself that he didn't re-raise before the flop.
Keto might think his ace high is the best hand. He may think Gavin's hit second pair here, bottom pair. May lay it down if he bets. Does he want to bet? That is the question.
300.
And here goes Keto once again, making a $300,000 bet.
A healthy bet right here by Keto Fam. And then he just glares down at his opponent.
Yes, he does, staring right at his man with absolutely nothing. And now he's getting up from the table.
Well, he's coming over there. You're not allowed to talk to anybody during the play of a hand, so you certainly can't go over and talk to anybody. He just wanted his glasses. He said, look, everybody else has got them. I'm going to get me some.
I'll be back.
Oh, look at this. Gavin says to Eugene, let me borrow your sunglasses here.
Oh, look at that. Very nice.
Let me fight fire with fire here.
Can you see me now?
Well, a little friendly atmosphere. Sort of a high five each other here.
Gavin's 5 was a little weaker. He's a little discouraged right now. Will he make this call? We know, of course, he's out in front with the queens.
He's throwing them away. What a laydown by Gavin there.
Keto, oh, he's going to show the bluff. Oh, he puts the salt into the room.
Nice hand. Nice hand, Keto. Nice hand.
Gavin was just trying to camouflage his hand there, Vince. Now, many players would say, geez, why didn't the guy raise before the flop with the 2 queens or lead out and bet on the flop? But he understands Keto's a very aggressive player. He was trying to trap him for a big pot. It just didn't work out for him.
So nicely done by Keto Fam. You know, we've seen him before on the World Poker Tour, but he still considers himself an amateur, not a professional.
Well, most players consider him a pro. He finished runner-up on the World Poker Tour event, the Doyle Brunson tournament, but he's back again tonight looking to capture a WPT title. Gavin gets out.
Now back on Keto Fam. Got a queen 9 this time.
Well, he thinks he's on a little heater here right now, so he's going to raise it with anything. He pops it up to 80,000.
Ted Forrest quickly going out, and now on Eugene. Once again, he's caught a pair of 10s wired up. He is down to the short stack, about 435.
Well, the question is, how are you going to play them? Do you just call the raise here and see a flop? Do you come over the top of him right now? What do you do if you've got 2 10s here in the small blind. Can't imagine he would throw them away, especially against an aggressive player like Keto Pham, and he's not, Vince. In fact, he is going to raise it here, looks like. He's making a tall tower of chips and sails them in the pot.
Okay, it's 140,000 additional.
So 220,000 in total, about half the stack of Eugene Todd.
Chris Bell with 10-4, throws it away and back on Keto Pham.
This is going to send the message to Keto
How much I need to come?
that even though he only bet 220,000, essentially he's going to be pot committed. In other words, if Keto raises him all in right here, because of the size of the pot, Eugene would be obligated to call.
Keto Pham, the chip leader, with close to $2.3 million at this time. He can definitely afford to make this call, but not much of a hand, just Queen 9 offsuit. It's going to give action here.
A little puzzling to make this call when your opponent only has 200,000 left.
So
But Keto's doing it.
Mr. Brooklyn versus Corn Dog, Keto Pham. 5 cards to come. Here we go.
Now flop is Jack 8-5.
And that is nice for Mr. Brooklyn. His 10 still out in front.
Now, ironically, Keto needs a 10 to complete the straight.
Well, it's going to be on Mr. Brooklyn. Eugene Todd first. And look at this. He's going to make a stiff bet. 213,000 all in. And of course, Keto has an inside straight draw.
And ironically, he needs a 10 to fill that straight. His opponent has 2 of them. A queen would also win it for him.
Well, the chip leader would like to break this guy, take a shot.
How much in the main pot?
Well, you see the problem Keto's facing by calling that re-raise before the flop. Because now you almost assume he's pot committed here. There's nearly 700,000 in the pot.
What's going on there with Eugene? He's got some aerobics going.
Yeah, he's going through some kung fu right
That
now.
hurt my neck right there.
Keto Pham faced with a dilemma right now. Do you put in the last 200,000 here for this size pot?
Got himself involved. He's the chip leader. Take a swing, Keto.
You could let one go. It's not a big deal.
We can see he can win the pot. He catches a 10 or a queen.
Eugene acting cocky.
Okay, Gene, just for you.
He lays it down. Well, Eugene Todd.
I'm on the draw. I'm on the draw. Don't worry about it. What'd you say?
10s.
You're too good.
Eugene said, you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
That's what I need.
Keto saves a little money there. Eugene just tickled pink to take a pot. He survives.
Well, Eugene is having no trouble matching wits with these pros.
Well, you're right about that, Mike. But if you really want to fit in at the poker table, you not only have to walk the walk, but you got to have the talk to go with it.
Talk the talk.
Yeah.
Well, our own Courtney Frio did just that, Vince. She hit the poker room to discover the new language of poker in this week's WPT Poker Corner.
Most people know that in poker, a novice is a fish and a pro is a shark. But did you know that anyone can be a donkey?
World Poker Tour, Lingo 101.
What's a donkey?
I'm such a donkey.
I guess a donkey is someone that just gives his money away and has no chance of winning the hand.
Kind of donkified.
Squeezer's ultra tight, very predictable, boring player.
FBS is a full-blown squeezer. That means they're playing ultra tight.
Now flop you now, watch out.
Full-blown, never give them action. Felted is a term that Unabomber actually created back in New York. When you take somebody's chips away, they have nothing left but the felt.
Now that you have your animals straight, here are some more phrases making their way around the tour. Using these lingos doesn't guarantee a win, but at least you won't sound like a donkey.
You know, not the smartest barnyard animal.
Well, Eugene just showed us that he is no donkey. He stuck it to Keto Pham.
Oh, yeah, hee-haw. Let's get back to the table. Action on Chris Bell. He goes out with 9-7.
Around to Gavin Smith. Mr. Backward Baseball Hat.
Well, this time he's got ace-3 of hearts, and he's going to raise this up to 65,000.
Keto Pham
200.
sitting right behind him is going to re-raise it here. He's got King Queen.
He's going to go up to 200,000, it appears. That's a strong raise right there. Ted Forrest out. Eugene going out with 5-3. Back into Gavin. He says all in.
Without hesitation, Vince, he moves all in with the ace high right here.
A bet, a raise, and a re-raise all in for Gavin Smith.
He has played a lot with Keto fans.